In today's video, we will be breaking down my personal favorite Hamilton character, Aaron Burr, and I will be analyzing him from the performance to his relevance as a character, to his character development, to his chemistry with other characters, and to his coolness. I would like to preface that even if I will always say that he's the best character, I will be as unbiased as humanly possible, and maybe by the end of this, I'll have accepted that he might not be the best character. We'll see. Anyway, hope you enjoy the video, and let's begin. Leslie Odom Jr.'s performance as Aaron Burr is just magnificent. He's able to be the loudest guy on stage or the quietest guy on stage, as I said in my character ranking. He's able to be sarcastic when he needs to be, like in Aaron Burr or in other songs. He's able to be overly confident. He's able to be disappointed. He's able to be serious. He's basically just able to do anything. And also, just his singing is just very good. I find it very good. It's very good. And like the fact that he has to start off like a lot of the songs in Act 1, he's got that beat. How does the best son of a whore? Yeah, he's got that beat down to a science. He's got this down to a science. Like when it comes to saying that, and it's just very satisfying to hear. I don't know. And also, yeah, as I said, the range and just the singing is just very good, and that's good for a musical. If I was to do like an actor ranking, he'd be like number 2, with Angelica being number 1. So that's all I have to say for his performance. I'd give it a 9 out of 10, because I feel like it could be better. And also, Angelica exists. So, let's move on to the next critique. Burr's line delivery is just very satisfying. I don't know how to put it. He's just very good at being slick and acting like he doesn't care about a lot of the stuff that happens, even though on the inside he is crying for most of it. I'm kidding. But, like, for a lot of it, how he's, like, meant to be, like, super stoic, and how he doesn't, like, and how he's not bothered by Hamilton's antics, even though on the inside he's very bothered. But that's besides the point. I mean, it's not, but, you know, his line delivery is just very consistent, boisterous, stoic. But then in Dear Theodosia, we see him break down, and we see him go from 100 to 0, and we see him, like, that's really the only time we see Burr vulnerable throughout the entire musical. It's really the only time we see him break down and be like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna do my best. And then his daughter, Dear Daughter, becomes, like, his entire motive. I'm getting off track. Yeah, his line delivery is just very, very good. I'd give it a 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Solid 8 out of 10. Alright, let's move on to the next topic. Now, here's where things might get a bit interesting. Burr really only has one character dynamic throughout the entire thing, and that's with Hamilton. He really doesn't interact with anyone else throughout the entire thing. Like, it's clear that him and Charles Lee were, like, allies, I guess you could say. Like, they were friends. And then he also works with Thomas Jefferson and Madison to take down Hamilton. But he doesn't really, like, talk with them. They're just more like allies. They're just more like assets to him. Him and Hamilton are really, like, Hamilton is, like, his only character that he gets to interact with. But their dynamic is just really fun to watch unfold on screen. that it doesn't really matter that he only has like a couple. I'd give his dynamics 6 because he only has one, but that's really good. Let's move on. Alright, Burr's character development. He doesn't really have a lot. He kind of just stays stagnant throughout the entire thing. Like, he grows more annoyed and aggressive. Well, not aggressive, but more just, like, irritated by Hamilton throughout the entire thing. He starts off, I am going to just play by the rules and not try and start a revolution. And then at the end, he's like, I am jealous of Guy. I'm gonna shoot him. It's a bit, like, he doesn't really get some good character development. But, like, he doesn't really need it because his character is really good. I'd give it a 4. Let's move on. Well, story relevance. Do I really even need to say anything? He's Aaron Burr. He's the secondary protagonist. / the villain, depending on who you're talking to. He's obviously got a lot of story relevance. He is Hamilton's rival. He is Hamilton's political rival. He is Hamilton's the other me. He is Hamilton's opposite. He is Hamilton's... if Hamilton used his smarts but then didn't start a revolution, that's basically who Burr is. Like, he has Burr just obviously has a lot of story relevance, being a main character, obviously. He also starts off a lot of the songs. He technically has the most solo numbers out of anyone in the entire musical. Take that, King George. Yeah, he technically has the most, solo numbers, most songs, most everything. He has a lot of story relevance, and he's just really good with the time that he has. So, yeah. The only bad thing about his character, really, is that because of the nature of his character being, very, keeping his cards close to his chest, he doesn't really have many standout moments where he just speaks his mind to people. That's kind of, the point of his character, is that he does not speak his mind to people. But, that doesn't really hinder him too much, because he's still a really good character, obviously. And I would say that he is the villain of Hamilton. It's not Thomas Jefferson. It's definitely not King George. I think structurally, as a, story, it is Burr. I think there are definitely other people who could be considered the villain, but I definitely think Burr is the actual villain of Hamilton. Overall, for this category, I would give Burr a 10 out of 10. Congratulations, he done did it. Now let's move on to the outro, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Aaron Burr from Hamilton. Let me know what you thought of the video, as always, in the comments down below, and let me know what other Hamilton characters you would like to see me review. As always, leave a like down below, and I will see you later. Goodbye.